I just wanted to do a small video because something's just happened that I'm really upset about, and actually something happened during one of my videos, the song request video, that I felt like I was doing really well, actually, and that's a lot for me to say considering my mental health is on the floor at the moment and really amplified this last week. But I was doing the video and I've been making mental notes recently to make sure before I record that my microphone's plugged in, that I'm recording, that I've got my screen recording on, that my camera's recording. I try and make sure all of it is right beforehand. And I did everything. I literally did everything right. But as soon as I started recording, I thought it was recording my voice, my talking. And when I looked at my settings, it even said that it was going through the microphone. The input was the microphone and the output was loopback audio, which is this audio channel thing that I use. It said that. However, it was actually only recording the music that I was listening to. And I was like, what? I don't understand how that's happened. And the only thing I can guess is when I went to play the first song, it came out my speakers and I changed it so it wouldn't come out my speakers and come out my headphones. But that has nothing to do with Logic, which I record my talking on. It has nothing to do with that. So it shouldn't have done anything. But it did, even though it visibly said the input was the microphone, yet it wasn't recording my talking. It was recording the internal music that was playing. I realised it about 2 hours into my song request video, and felt incredibly defeated because I literally did do all the right steps and I've been trying to make sure I keep a mental note of it. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I don't like editing when the microphone is from my phone because the audio from my phone for some reason is so fucking terrible. When I had the iPhone 8, it was actually alright, but now I've got this iPhone 11. For some reason, it does this noise cancelling thing, and it makes my voice sound like it's in a fucking washing machine. I don't even know, but it just sounds shit. Well, you can hear it. You'll be able to hear it when I release the video properly. And well, yeah, I've done it in other videos too, and no one's complained because I have mentioned that how I've accidentally done it, but I still don't like it. I don't like editing when I hear that voice because actually I find it really, the quality of it is not nice. I find it the sensory overload because it's such a horrible sound that is sharp and loud, and I hate it. I don't like editing with that quality. I don't, and maybe I sound really weird saying that, but there are certain things I can't hear because it's too much for me. They really get on my nerves. And to know that my video isn't exactly the way I wanted it, even though I really fucking tried hard, is really painful to me, considering my mental health is extremely bad at the moment. So I was just trying. I'm just trying all the time. And maybe I shouldn't have tried to do the video today, but I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want to disappoint you. And I just feel like I'm being a big disappointment at the moment. I was doing really well. Well, I was working a lot, and then one day something really bad happened, and I'm not over it. Trying to do my normal things because I feel the pressure, because I feel like I should, because there's people paying money. I feel terrible, and I feel very bad. And I want to be the person that you see that is happy and does the work and enjoys it, but I've tried, and this microphone thing just kind of tipped me over the edge because I really tried for that not to happen, and it failed. It's just a cherry on top of everything that I'm trying to do at the moment. Trying to be happy, trying to get better. It's like a lot. It's really a lot. And what happened the other day is something pretty traumatic. And any normal person wouldn't try and work right away, but I just feel bad because it feels like I always seem to have time off or a mental health break. But the truth is, I never take enough time off. So yeah, all this to say, the song request video probably won't be out until the month, next month. Hopefully not too late, but I couldn't finish the video today after that happened because I was so upset by it. I was very upset by it, very annoyed, and I actually don't know what to do now because I can shut off this camera and what am I going to do? What am I actually going to do? I'm not going to be happy. I can't talk to anyone. I say can't not because they won't listen, but because I'm not good at it. I don't know why it's easier to talk to a camera, but it just is. I'll try and talk to a friend. I'll try. I think it's probably for the best because I know it seems like a small thing, but these small things are really heavy when you've got a low baseline, and your baseline of your life is very low. Even the smallest things can get you feeling terrible. If anyone can't become a patron, can't stay a patron for next month, of course, drop me your emails. I'll put that in the post. I'll clarify that, and I can email you the video, of course. I don't want anyone to miss out, and I want you all to know, I know I may take time sometimes, but I will always get the videos done. I do want this to be my career, and this is just a little blip in time where I'm not working as consistently as I would like to, but I hope in the future when I, possibly get my ADHD diagnosis and have therapy for my BPD and so on, that things will change, structure will become easier, and feeling happier won't be so hard. So stick with me, whether that just be on YouTube or Patreon, whatever, but just stick with me because this is going to be my job forever. It's just really hard to do it when I'm really not very well. I'm really not well. I'm not fucking well. And that's, kind of a big thing to say because I'm so horrible to myself. But I'm just not well. I'm sick. And I need help. And I am waiting on help. I am. I'm doing everything in my power to get it. It's just, it could take a long time sometimes. But I think I need to stop trying to do too much and actually take a fucking break. And do the videos on days where I actually feel okay. And that's what I would always say to you guys, that I don't ever want to do a video when I'm not okay. And that's what I've done. I've done a video when I'm not actually okay. And I shouldn't have done it. But I just didn't know when I would feel okay again, so I thought I'd give it a go and maybe I'd feel alright. And sometimes I do feel alright, but sometimes I don't. And, when I was doing this song request video, I was feeling alright. I was tired, very fatigued, and I was a bit, stressed. But I was okay. I was getting through it. And then the microphone thing happened, and it just kind of toppled me over. And made me realise I'm not fucking okay at all. I'm actually not okay, even a little bit. Like what happened the other day is so scary. And I don't know what I'm meant to say, and I don't want to worry you either, but what it is, it's a horrible thing, and I don't know how to even say it, or if I should. Massive trigger warning, I guess, but I very, very trigger warning, like massive trigger warning, because this is dark, and I really don't want anyone to feel triggered at all. But I very aggressively tried to take my own life. And when I say aggressively, it was during an actual severe mental breakdown. And I lost control and couldn't control myself at all. And I very, very nearly brought a pizza cutter to my face, but I was stopped, like an inch away from my face. I was stopped. Not by me, by someone else. They grabbed my arm. And when I say I didn't have control, I mean I literally did not have any control. I was screaming, "What do you want from me?" And I'm a bad person, and I don't want to live. And the person I was with, I saw the fear in their face. And that made me not want to live even more. So, yeah, I grabbed any cutlery I could pick up, and it was a pizza cutter. And I was going to slice it down my face. But I was stopped. But when I was stopped, I didn't stop. I then went to grab anything else I could find, glass, and I was going to smash it on my head. And then I kept getting grabbed by the wrist, stopping me. And then I was pulling my hair out, screaming that I don't want to be alive and that I'm trying and and I was just screaming on the floor, pulling my hair out. Anything that was in my sight, I was throwing, hitting, and trying to hurt myself with, until I ran into my room and realised what I'd done. And felt so scared that I had ruined everything, and that I was going to lose everything and everyone I loved. But I rang up in England. There's a thing called the crisis team, and it's mental health is a mental health emergency line. So I rang them up, and they were great. They were really good, and they gave me an emergency appointment for therapy because it's gone on too long, and I need therapy. That's all I've ever fucking wanted, and I kept getting turned away. But I'm not going to let them turn me away anymore because I don't even want to be alive, and I am only alive for everyone else. The only thing that helps me is the music. And when that screws up, it hurts like hell. And if there wasn't someone there when I had done that, I would have been dead or very severely injured. And a lot of people with BPD might have a breakdown, ADHD might have a breakdown, but I've not had anything like that in so many years. So many years. And I just couldn't believe it, that I had got to that level. So I push it aside, and only the last couple of days it keeps creeping up on me. That moment, what I did. And the saddest thing is, I wish there wasn't someone there that stopped me. I wanted to die, and it would have been quick. And not even quick, it wouldn't have been quick, it would have been gruesome. Very gruesome. But it didn't take away my want to not want it to want it. It didn't take away my desire to leave the world. In fact, it made it worse. But of course, I really just want help. I want to feel happy, but it feels so impossible. I've never felt this depressed in my life, and it is every day for the last year. I don't even know how I can keep going. And I just pray there's a day where I feel okay. And I just want to do my job right. I want to do everything right. I want to be a parent right. You know, I want to be a friend right. I want to be everything right. And I feel like I'm failing. And it's not actually my fault. I'm going through a lot. And I need to stop trying to be normal when I'm not normal. I need to be real. Realise I am just really fucking sick. I think I'll put this on YouTube as well. It's so fucking ridiculous. I'm bearing my soul here, but it's the only way that you're actually gonna like realise how bad it is. I can write posts, I can do whatever, but like this is very real. I'm very sick, I'm very ill, and I need help. I'm fed up now of just writing posts and not getting my full story across and whatever. I know some of it's quite graphic, but I'll put a trigger warning, of course. I don't care if I get anyone being mean to me because I just don't give a fucking shit anymore. I know who I am. I'm a sick person, not a bad person. And I need a break. And to everyone who's, paid for the Patreon, obviously it's not going to be that different. It's just, it may take time now and then. And it's hard because Patreon is such a big source of my income. And that's why I try and keep working through hard times. And not only that, it's not just because it's my income, but because you're real people paying to see me do something that I actually love doing, but I'm finding really hard at the moment. And I'm realising I don't think I can power through on days like this. So obviously I would be totally understanding for anyone who wants to leave Patreon due to this as well. But just remember and know, like, it won't be forever. Or hopefully not. And that I just need help and need to get back on my feet and to feel okay so I can do the content that I so love again and better. But maybe there needs to be a whole different structure on Patreon or something where I just don't have to feel as much pressure. I'm not sure yet, but because I do want to do these videos, but I just have to do them on days where I feel okay, not when I feel bad at all. I've got a lot of trauma to go and deal with, like really bad trauma. And anyway, I love you all so much, and the reason I can be so open and vulnerable with you is because I do genuinely care about you. Even if I don't know you, I do genuinely care. And the fact that you like watching my content, like, makes me know that we would probably get along, you know? And I know it's very heavy and very dark, but I can't be fucking asked to sugarcoat it, so. And I shouldn't. I need to just get back on my feet, even if it takes me a week. or 2. I need to actually give it a fucking rest and come back when I'm actually feeling okay, where I feel like I've got some stuff in place. And you know what? Maybe I'll do a video next week. It might not even be that long. It's just, you know, I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's really, really mind-boggling, because maybe tomorrow I'll feel alright. Well, I won't, because it's my nan's funeral tomorrow, but you know what I mean. I guess we'll just see, but I'm going to be a bit all over the place, but just know that when you see a video, it's going to be because I'm actually okay, not me forcing myself to do one. I actually promise I will never try and do that again. If you don't mind the wait sometimes, I would much rather do videos where I actually feel happy, not when I feel like shit. Yeah, anyway, I love you. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm okay. And I know I keep saying about how I don't want to live, but don't worry, I'm not going to do anything stupid. The other day was trigger based. I was triggered and really badly, and it was. I had been working a lot, covering up all my feelings, and it all came to a head. So that was that. I understand that now. So, and I don't want it to happen again. Therefore, that's why I'm doing this video, because it might have happened again if I didn't stop myself. So yeah, but don't worry about me. I know I'm sick. I know I'm unwell. I know, and I know I need to look after myself and try my best to get through this. Even though it feels impossible, I know I have to fucking do it. I have to get through it. I have a daughter who I love so much, and I don't want to hurt anyone. So I have to get through this. I have to. Anyway, yeah.